What's up, everybody? Spunky Nights 91 coming at you with another video. Coming at you with my Week 17 schedule prediction video. Hard to believe how quickly this season has went by. We're now on the 17th, the final week of the season. You know, the season's just flown by. Eagles are right now, we not only won our division, but last week we clinched the #1 seed throughout the playoffs. You guys know how I do this, man. I go over the entire schedule for the week. And I give you my thoughts, and of course I say the Eagles for last. So let's go ahead and get started. Every single game this week will be on Sunday, to close the season out. Majority of them are going to be, I believe, at the 4 o'clock hour. So they got a lot of games they flex and put over at 4. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started though. All right, first game, 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. You have the Washington Redskins at the New York Giants. This would be the final game of the year for both teams. The Washington Redskins are led by quarterback Kirk Cousins. They have Jameis Crowder at wide receiver. They have Josh Norman at cornerback. Breeland as wide corner. The New York Giants, of course, are led by quarterback Eli Manning. They have King and Sterling Shepard at wide receiver. Ingram at tight end. They have announced that they're benching cornerback Eli Apple for the rest of the year. They have cornerback Janoris Jenkins. They have Landon Collins at safety. Pierre Paul at defensive end. This game's played in New York. Like I said, the final game for both of these teams, as both of them are not qualified for the playoffs. I'm going to pick the Washington Redskins to win this game. I have the Washington Redskins going up to New York, sweeping the New York Giants for the year. And the Giants, I think the Giants are going to finish the season 2-14. So yes, I have the Washington Redskins beat the New York Giants, which also means the New York Giants will be 0-6 in the division for this year. Next game, 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. You have the New York Jets at the New England Patriots. The Jets are eliminated from playoff contention. The Patriots will be in the playoffs. I believe they're going to be #1 seed. I'm not sure if they have clinched it yet, but if they have not clinched the #1 seed yet, they will clinch it if they win this game. But yeah, Patriots, of course, will be in the playoffs as usual. The Jets, will not, qualify for the playoffs. Right now, I'm not sure exactly who the hell is starting at quarterback for the Jets. I'm not sure. I think Petty started for them last week. I'm not sure if McCown's going to play at all. We all know the Patriots, of course, are led by Tom Brady at quarterback. They are led by at tight end Rob Gronkowski. They just signed James Harrison from who former Steeler, just signed with them this week. He'll be playing linebacker for them. Hogan and Cook at wide receiver. This game is gonna be played in Foxborough. I'm picking the Patriots to win this game. I got the Patriots beating the Jets. Next game, 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. You have the Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. Chicago Bears are not, they have been eliminated for the playoffs weeks ago. The Minnesota Vikings won the division. They are going to be the number two seed in the playoffs. My Eagles, of course, #1. So the Vikings are more likely to be #2 seed. Like I said, Bears are disqualified. They're not going to be in the playoffs, of course. The Vikings, of course, will. This game is going to be played in Minnesota. The Bears are led by quarterback Mr. Trubisky. They have Howard and Cohen and at running back. The Minnesota Vikings are led by Case Keenum at quarterback. Like I said, this game is going to be played in Minnesota. I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings to beat the Chicago Bears. Next game, 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. You have the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. Both of these teams have been eliminated for playoff contention. The Green Bay Packers are led by quarterback Brett Hundley. They have Cobb and Nelson at wide receiver. They have Clay Matthews at linebacker. The Detroit Lions are led by quarterback Matthew Stafford. Golden Tate at wide receiver. This game is going to be played in Detroit, and I'm going to choose the Lions to beat I choose the Lions to beat the Green Bay Packers. Next game, 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS, you have the Houston Texans at the Indianapolis Colts. Both of these teams, of course, have been eliminated from the playoffs. The The Texans, of course, are led by quarterback Savage. They have DeAndre Hopkins at wide receiver. They have Jadeveon Clowney at defensive end. Like I said, game's going to be played in Indianapolis. The Colts are led by quarterback Jacoby Brissett. They have T.Y. Hilton at wide receiver, Frank Gore at running back. This game's going to be played in Indy, but I'm picking the Texans to win this game. The Colts have just been a complete mess this year, man. I think this is going to be the last year of their head coach Chuck Pagano. So yes, I have the Houston Texans going to Indianapolis and beating the Colts. Next game, 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS, you had the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cleveland Browns, of course, were eliminated for playoff contention a long time ago. They are still winless, still looking for their very first win of the season. They're 0-15 winless. Pittsburgh Steelers, of course, will be in the playoffs. The Cleveland Browns, of course, are led by quarterback Kaiser. They have Josh Gordon at wide receiver. Garrett at defensive end. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Big Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. They have Juju Schuster at wide receiver. Martavius Bryant at wide receiver. Le'Veon Bell at running back. This game's going to be played in Pittsburgh. I have the Steelers beating the Cleveland Browns, which means that the Cleveland Browns will join the 2008 Detroit Lions as the only teams to go 0-16 in the entire regular season. So yeah, I had the Cleveland Browns going 0-16 this year. They will be the second team to do that. Next game, at 4:25 p.m. Eastern on Fox, you have the San Francisco 49ers at the Los Angeles Rams. The 49ers, of course, are not going to be making the playoffs, but I do think they have a bright future. I think they may have found their quarterback with Garoppolo. He's looked pretty damn good, I have to admit. The Rams, of course, will be in the playoffs. 49ers, like I said, are led by quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. They have Pierre Garçon at wide receiver. They have Carlos Hyde at running back. The Los Angeles Rams are led by quarterback Jared Goff. They have Todd Gurley at running back. They have Kupp at wide receiver. Watkins also at wide receiver. This game's going to be played in L.A. I'm going to pick the 49ers to win in the upset. I'm picking the 49ers to beat the Rams in the upset. Next game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on CBS. You have the Oakland Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Raiders lost to my Eagles last week. They, of course, have been eliminated for playoff contention. The Los Angeles Chargers right now are fighting for a playoff spot. They need to win and get a little bit of help. So the Chargers are still in the playoff mix. They fight for a spot. The Raiders, of course, are led by quarterback Derek Carr. They have Amari Cooper at wide receiver. They have at running back, they have Marshawn Lynch. The Khalil Mack at linebacker. The Chargers are led by quarterback Phillip Rivers. They have Melvin Gordon at running back. Joey Bosa at defensive end. This game is going to be played in L.A., and I'm going to choose the Chargers to win this game. I got the Chargers beating the Oakland Raiders. Let's see. Next game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on CBS, you have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos. The Kansas City Chiefs are, of course, in the playoffs. Denver Broncos were eliminated weeks ago. The Chiefs announced they're going to be starting their backup quarterback Mahomes over Alex Smith in this game. So Mahomes will be starting this game. At wide receiver, they have Tyreek Hill. They have Kareem Hunt at running back. They have Houston at linebacker. Denver Broncos right now, revolving door quarterback. I believe right now their starting quarterback is Brock Osweiler. They have Emmanuel Sanders, Demaryius Thomas at wide receiver. They have Jamal Charles at running back. They have C.J. Anderson at running back. They have Talib Harris at corner. They have Von Miller at linebacker. This game is going to be played in Denver, but I'm picking the Chiefs to win this game. I got the Chiefs going to Denver and beating the Broncos. Next game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on CBS. You have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans. Jacksonville Jaguars are, of course, in the playoffs. They clinched the playoffs, and also with the Titans losing last week, they won division as well. The Titans are still in the playoff picture right now. They have to win to get a little bit of help. So, yeah, they're in the playoff picture as well. The Jaguars, of course, are led by quarterback Blake Bortles. I'm not sure if he's starting or not. They have Robinson at wide receiver. They have Thomas at tight end. They have Fournette at running back. The Titans are led by quarterback Marcus Mariota. They have Davis at wide receiver. Decker at wide receiver. DeMarco Murray at running back. This game is going to be played in Tennessee. And I want to pick the Titans to win this game. I'm going to pick the Titans to win this game. I think they're going to be super hungry. Right now, they know that they have to win and get help. So I think they're going to bring their very best against the Jaguars. So, yes, I have the Tennessee Titans beat the Jacksonville Jaguars in Tennessee. Next game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on Fox. You have the New Orleans Saints at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The New Orleans Saints, of course, are in the playoffs. The Buccaneers were eliminated weeks ago. The Saints, of course, are led by quarterback Drew Brees. They have Kamara at running back. They have Ingram at running back. They have Ted Ginn Jr. at wide receiver. The Buccaneers, of course, are led by quarterback Jameis Winston. They have Jackson and Evans at wide receiver. They have O.J. Howard at tight end. Doug Martin at running back. McCoy at defensive tackle. This game is going to be playing Tampa Bay, but I'm picking the Saints to beat the Buccaneers. So, yes, I have the Saints closing out the season, beating the Buccaneers. Next game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on CBS. You have the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. I believe the Bills are actually still in the playoff picture. I'm not 100% sure because they did lose last week. But I think I have to check that out later on. But I do think they still technically are still alive in the playoff picture. But they have to win and get help. The Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins were, of course, eliminated for playoff contention weeks ago. Buffalo Bills are led by quarterback Tyrod Taylor. They have LaShawn McCoy at running back. They have Kelvin Benjamin, and Jordan Matthews at wide receiver. The Miami Dolphins, Jay Cutler's their quarterback. They have Stills and Landry at wide receiver. They have Ndamukong Suh at defensive tackle. This game is going to be played in Miami, and I'm going to pick the Miami Dolphins to beat the Buffalo Bills. So, yes, I had the Dolphins beating the Bills. Next game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on Fox. You have the Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks. Cardinals, of course, were eliminated for playoff contention weeks ago. The Seattle Seahawks are right now on the outside looking in. They have to win and get a little bit of help. So they're still technically, they're still technically alive. The Seahawks are. So the Cardinals, I think Stanton is starting at quarterback for them. Of course, we know Larry Fitzgerald at wide receiver. They have Tyrann Mathieu at safety. Patrick Peterson at corner. This game is going to be played in Arizona. The Seahawks, of course, are led by Russell Wilson at quarterback. They Doug Baldwin at wide receiver. Byron Maxwell at corner. Earl Thomas at safety, who said some stupid stuff this week, I think, when they beat the Cowboys. But hey, just me. But yeah, this game's gonna play. It's gonna be playing in Seattle, and I'm picking the Seahawks to beat the Cardinals. Next game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on Fox. You have the Carolina Panthers at the Atlanta Falcons. The Panthers, of course, are in the playoffs. The Falcons right now are holding on to that number 6 seed. If they lose, then I believe it goes to the Seahawks. The Panthers, of course, are led by quarterback Cam Newton. They have Christian McCaffrey at running back. They have Funches at wide receiver. Greg Olsen at tight end. Luke Kuechly at linebacker. The Falcons are led by quarterback Matt Ryan. They have Julio Jones at wide receiver. This game is going to be played in Atlanta. And I'm going to pick the Falcons to beat the Panthers. I'm going to pick the Falcons to beat the Panthers and eliminate the Seahawks from playoff contention. So, yes, I'm picking the Falcons to win this game. Next game, 4:25 p.m. Eastern on CBS. You have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens are eliminated. The Cincinnati Bengals are officially eliminated from playoff contention. This will be Marvin Lewis' last game as head coach of the Bengals. He will be playing his former team, the Ravens, who he was the defensive coordinator of in Baltimore. The Bengals got a surprising win last week against the Lions, which knocked the Lions out of playoff contention. This game is going to be played in Baltimore, like I said. Andrew Dalton's the quarterback of the Bengals. They have AJ Green at wide receiver. They have Joe Mixon at running back. The Ravens are led by quarterback Joe Flacco. They have Macklin. They have Wallace at wide receiver. They have Eric Weddle at safety. This game's gonna be played in Baltimore, and I'm gonna pick the Ravens to win this game because the Ravens need to win this game to really secure their playoff spot. So I got the Ravens win this game. Now to save the last game for last, my Philadelphia Eagles will be at home playing the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna put out a preview video of this too. It's gonna be a short preview video because I really don't have a whole lot to say about this game. Right, it's really a meaningless game for us right now because we got everything we need wrapped up. The Cowboys, of course, are led by quarterback Dak Prescott. They have running back Ezekiel Elliott. They have tight end Jason Witten. This could be Dez Bryant's last game as a Cowboy. We'll see. My Philadelphia Eagles, I believe that Nick Foles will be starting for some of this game. Of course, he will start a little bit. We of course have, like I said, Nick Foles at quarterback, wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey, Matt Collins, Nelson Aguilar, who else I'm forgetting there? Did I say Torrey Smith? Tight ends, of course, Brent Selleck, Zach Ertz, Trey Burton. Defense, of course, we have guys like Malcolm Jenkins, Rodney McLeod, Vinny Curry, Brandon Graham, Chris Long, who played very well last week. We of course we have Derek Barnett, we have Fletcher Cox, we have Timmy Jernigan. It goes on. I can go all day with the players we got on our team, but you guys know what I mean. But yeah, this game I want to see the starters play at least the first half because they played like crap in that game against the Oakland Raiders. So I think these guys need as much playing time as practice as possible to really start getting that sync with each other because we're getting ready to go into the playoffs. So I'm hoping that they play at least the first half of this game, our starters. Like I said, man, this game is really meaningless because we have everything we need wrapped up. But I do think it'd be a great game for us to really get our starters out there for a little bit and try to get better chemistry with each other, better sync with each other for the playoffs. This game, trying to think, who would I pick to win this game? You know what, the hell with it. I'm gonna pick my Eagles to win this game. I won't be surprised if the Cowboys won it, but I'm gonna pick my Eagles to win this game. So yeah, the hell with it. I'm gonna pick my Eagles to beat Dallas Cowboys in the final regular season game for us this year at home at the Link. As we get ready for the playoffs. Like Cowboys were eliminated for the playoffs last week. Of course, we are the #1 seed in the playoffs. So the NFC playoffs come through Philadelphia. I'm very happy to say that. So yeah. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with my Eagles beating Dallas Cowboys, which means that we will finish the season 14-2. We of course already on #1 seed in the playoffs, of course. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick my Philadelphia Eagles to beat Dallas Cowboys, and that's it, man. All 17 weeks after this week, all 17 weeks of the regular season will be completed, and then we get started on the playoffs. If you're new, of course, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you think. If you have a schedule prediction yourself, of course, leave it in the comment section. I always love reading those stuff. So, yeah, that's all I got to say, man. I'll be coming out with my Cowboys-Eagles preview. It's not going to be a super long video or anything like that because I really don't have a whole lot to say about this game. But, yeah, subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you think. With that said, Spunky 991 is signing out. Peace.